friends, it's Paige Evans and welcome to the Stress-Free Card Making Summit featuring holiday cards. I am so excited to teach you how to create not one, not two, not three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, but 10 cards in under an hour featuring my brand new Sugarplum Wishes Christmas themed collection using just 5 supplies. So let's get started learning how to create all 10 cards. Okay, let's go through the supplies that we will need to create our cards. We are going to use my brand new Sugarplum Wishes collection with American Crafts, which is my very first Christmas collection. So my most recent, probably 7 or 8 collections come with these boxed cards, and I actually haven't done anything with them before, so I'm super excited to make cards and just jazz them up a little bit. And then coordinating embellishments, so this counts as 1 item. And then mini puffy stickers, look how cute these are. We'll take them out of the packaging as we are working on our cards. There are 61 mini puffy stickers. A package of die cuts, there are 40, and on the back you can see there are journaling spots, icons, ribbons, bows, florals, and more. Some enamel stickers. You can always find a spot to add an enamel dot. Hey, I'm a poet and don't know it. 156 of them. And then I have my sticker book. So there are 439 stickers, 8 pages. So we're going to be able to create 10 cards with these boxed cards. It actually comes with 40 cards and envelopes. But before we open that, these are the additional supplies we'll need. Some foam stickers, and I have teeny tiny ones, some liquid glue, and scissors. And that, my friends, is all we are going to need to create 10 cards. Inside the box, all of the cards, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of each pattern. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let me spread out the cards and we'll get to creating. So here are all 10 cards, the foundations. They are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I want to have 5 landscape and 5 portrait cards. So let's work on these one at a time, starting with the super cute gingerbread cookies on the pink background, and I'll zoom in a little bit so we're closer on the canvas. Since this is the stress-free holiday card making summit, we want our cards to be easy peasy and holly jolly. So I've got this large die cut. It says, "May your holidays be filled with sweetness and joy." So I'm going to attach it right onto the front center using my foam squares. Now these are itty bitty, so it takes a little bit of finagling. But I like these foam squares because they are not too thick. So they're perfect for creating some layers, but still able to send the cards through regular mail. Just pop a stamp on there and send it off. So right front and center, and that does most of the work. So we just want to add a few embellishments. Since this features a lot of gingerbread on the mini puffy stickers, there is a gingerbread girl and a gingerbread boy. So I'll add the girl to the right side, the boy to the left side, and then let's have them holding sweets. So gingerbread man will hold a candy cane. These are all from the mini puffy stickers. And the girl will hold a cake pop. At the top, we'll add a gingerbread house and then bring in some pops of color with the enamel dots. So there are 1, 2, 3 different sizes. So small, medium, and large. We'll use the medium size and start placing a pink on a pink gumdrop. And we'll do 3 pink ones. So let's do one there, one on the right side over that pink gumdrop, and then one at the bottom. We'll do the lime green, so next to the gingerbread house at the top, on the right at the bottom, just kind of spacing them out. With the blue, on the blue we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And that, my friends, is the first card. This is the second card base, and it's so cute as is. It's got tons of Christmas trees in a rainbow of colors. So to go along with the Christmas tree, I've got a tree in a globe. And then for the sentiment, there's another die cut. So this is from the ephemera die cuts. This is also from the ephemera die cuts. It says deck the halls, and it's about the same size as that Christmas tree. So again, to add depth, going to add a little foam square to pop it off the background on both the snow globe and the Christmas tree. I think 4, maybe 5 of these little squares. Peel off the backing. And then we'll flip them over and layer them front and center. That's kind of my preferred style of embellishing cards, is to center everything right in the middle. So flip it over, place it front and center, and then we'll add the Deck the Halls tree die cut right on top. To further embellish, we'll bring in the sticker book. So there is a page, one of the 8 pages has these translucent white glitter snowflakes. And so I want to add a trio of them inside the snow globe to drive home that snowy theme. So we'll add one on the right side. Let's find another small one at the top, and one on the left. So that completes our little trio of white glitter snowflakes. From the mini puffy stickers, there's also teeny tiny snowflakes. So there's this light purple one. So we'll place it over the snowflake printed on the snow globe. A tiny green one over this snowflake. Tiny blue one over this snowflake, and last but not least, a yellow one down over that snowflake. To decorate the tree, those little dots are just seasoned screamings, screaming to be topped with enamel dots. I don't have purple, but I do have a very light blue and white. So there isn't light blue printed on this Christmas tree, so I'm going to cover some of the white ones with the light blue. I'm using the tiniest ones, so I added blue over white, pink over pink, the darker green over the darker green, the lime green, almost yellow, and then I will use white, so white on white for this one right here. Then down at the bottom of the tree, add another pink, another lime green, and one more blue instead of white. At the bottom of the snow globe, let's embellish with a teeny tiny red mini puffy sticker and flank it with these tiny yellow stars. And we'll call this card, well, let's center that more. We'll call this card Done. On to the next. For the third card, it says Merry Christmas on the front already. So it's cute as is, and I love the plaid back. But let's embellish it a little bit more. These holly berries, again, are a perfect spot for adding a trio of enamel dots. So 3 of the smallest red dots right on the holly berries, and that just pops them right off the background. Gives the card a little more interest. From the sticker book, there is a page with florals, and I love this one right here with the white border. And I wanted to go at the top, but if you put it on like this, it's sticking out over the top edge. It's hiding the sentiment a little. So to fix this, I take a pair of scissors and trim off a tad from the bottom. And this way, if I nudge it over to the right, it fits right in this section and doesn't overlap the top edge of the card. It's super cute. There is a page with border stickers. And so I want to dress up this bottom empty section with some scalloped stickers. So this one's really cute. It's got scallops and it's pink with tiny red polka dots. And I want 9 little sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take your scissors, trim. And we'll center that right underneath Christmas. It's still got some empty space though, so let's add this rickrack red star border, also from the same page with the border stickers. So place it below, try and make it as straight as I can, leaving a little gap at that edge, and we'll trim it off with our scissors at that edge. And I have a little bit left over to put back on the page to use for another time. And how about a zigzag to pop out some of that lime green color? So in this last little empty space down here, do some of this zigzag border. Let's embellish a little more with puffy stickers. You can dot the eye in Christmas with a peppermint. There's a nice little gap right here, which is perfect for a singing angel. Another gap down here. So let's add a cute little birdie. From that same page in the sticker book with the flowers, there's a little berry sprig, so we'll tie in the flowers up here on the right with a tiny little flower sprig on the bottom left. And then we'll finish with a trio of enamel dots. So from this page, we'll use the 3 medium-sized ones and create a visual triangle. So one on the top right, one in the middle left, and one at the bottom. So now we've dressed up this Merry Christmas card. I love the wintry pattern. It's like a Nordic sweater design on this card base. For this one, let's make some layers, again front and center. So this die cut from the ephemera die cuts. I'm not gluing anything down yet, just want to figure out placement. And this sentiment at the top says Winter Wishes, so you can bend at the perforated lines, and if the little dot through the tag is still intact, you can take that out. Layer it underneath that sentiment. I want stuff behind still though, so from the sticker book, there is a purple little penguin. So we'll tuck this one underneath so the little penguin is still showing. There's also a purple ticket corner tag with a tree on the left, so we'll balance the little penguin on the right with a tree on the left. Let's put it right underneath, like so. Now we can glue this one down. So now we bring in our liquid glue. I love Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. Just add a line down the middle, pop it up in the middle, or place it in the middle. Not popping this one up, this one's glued straight down, but I am going to pop up this Winter Wishes sentiment. So before my glue dries, putting the pin back in, bringing in my tiny foam squares. 3 should do the trick. Peel off the backing. And then we'll underline it right under the joy. We can continue embellishing with, let's find the sticker book. There's these mittens right here, which remind me of the pattern printed on the background. So we'll continue cascading our embellishments down the page, down the card front. Then we'll bring in this cute purple birdie. I feel like it needs something on this side though, so let's bring the label stickers back in, and let's use the plain part, and we can save the reindeer for another project. So making our supplies stretch. This will become a nice grounding spot for our bird. So tuck that under the top left part of the tag, and then we can add the pretty bird. So then it's, yeah, a little more grounded. From the mini puffy stickers, there's a few different elements in the same colorway. So another pair of mittens to go along with the fabric kind of qualities going on. We'll top the Christmas tree. It has a little red heart, but I don't have red anywhere else except for, I guess, around the top part of this tag. But we can put this little purple snowflake there instead as our tree topper. A purple present. How about this snowman? And another sweater for sweater weather. I can't wait till it's sweater weather again. Inside this O, if the joy sentiment, is the perfect spot for a teeny tiny purple puffy star sticker. There we go. That's this card done. We're cruising right along. This next card base also kind of has the Nordic sweater design, or ugly Christmas sweater, so it's trees and borders. I love making little scenes. So in the die cuts, you'll find these little houses. So let's add them right there. They take up the most space since they are the largest elements that I'll put on this card. Right about here. I love making little scenes. So we'll add some trees, a penguin, some snowmen, and other little fun things that we can find throughout the Sugarplum Wishes collection. First, let's ground it. So from the page with the border stickers, there's a scalloped snowflake border. So if we add this right below the houses, overlapping just the bottom edge, trim off, and then you still have this piece for a later date. I didn't put that back on very cleanly, but that's okay. Great. And then we'll continue working on our scene. So from the sticker book, There's a bunch of Christmas trees, so we'll grab this one right here with the candy canes. Place it right in between the houses. And then the mini puffy stickers. There's a few things on here that I want to add. There's a yellow Christmas tree. Place that to the left of our first Christmas tree. A cute little penguin holding a candy cane. They can be caroling in front of this house. 2 more Christmas trees, so a dark green one to the left of the blue house. A lime green Christmas tree. Let's put it in the middle. So there's 1, 2, 3 Christmas trees printed on the front of this house die cut. So we'll put it right in the middle. And then a snowman. So it's got a pink outline, which is perfect for the pink foundation of the card. Like that. There's this tiny red bow, which is just so cute. We can add it to the top of the house. A little bow on top of the house. And then a couple snowflakes. Why not? I wish it snowed pink snowflakes. How fun would that be in real life? So we'll add a pink snowflake on the right, balance with a pink snowflake on the left. And we need a sentiment. So let's ground the sentiment with a label at the top. Try to make it centered. From the die cuts, from those perforated tags, let's get down to the one that says Holiday Magic. I feel like those colors go along, but if I were to place this at the top, it just kind of gets lost. So what I'm going to do is actually cut out that sentiment. So I'm trimming down around with my scissors. Trying to be as straight as I can. Okay, and then we'll glue it over this pink label. Holiday Magic. Wouldn't this bring a smile to your face if you were to receive it in the mail? That's the point of all of these cards, is to send them to your friends and family and those you love to brighten their day and give them a little holiday cheer. On to the next. Here's the portrait card that we're going to make next. It's pretty poinsettias. So we'll place a wreath at the top, a sentiment over it, and then candy cane. And these are all 3 from the ephemera die cuts. Let's pop these up though, at least the candy cane and the title. One thing I love to do to floral and leaf die cuts sometimes is to give them texture and dimension just by lifting the edges, bending the leaves forward, and so this will help it pop off the background more. You can add glue just around the inner side of the wreath. Place it at the top, and then we can pop the sentiment up with foam squares. Think about 5, so 2 on the edges and 1 in the middle. Peel off those pesky backing pieces, the protective layer. Well, I've got 2 right there. That's okay. And then place it right over the wreath die cut. Like so. Popped that up. And now we can pop our candy canes up as well. So 1 in the middle and then 1 at each end. And so this way the ends don't sag down. The whole piece will be popped up. If it's easier to use larger foam squares, absolutely do that. Peeling these off is no easy task, I tell ya. So we'll place this at the bottom so our sentiment and icons are front and center. I love how tiny these puffy stickers and enamel dots are because we can always find a place to add them. In addition though, I love the flower theme we have going on. So from the sticker book, there's this red flower right here, which we can use at the top of our cluster. We'll dot the I in holiday with a tiny puffy star sticker. And then the berries printed on this candy cane holly die cut are white, but let's make them red. So from the enamel dots, let's see, where's the other one? I love how the enamel dots come with 2 packages too. So using this one first, the 3 larger red enamel dots. And these actually have some sparkle, some glitter in them. You have to look closely, but it's there. So they're glittery and super festive. Okay, that's this card done. Got 4 more cards to go. So for this one, I like how the stocking takes up a lot of the card front. And then a happy holidays sentiment at the top. So that takes up most of the card front. Let's attach these down. I'm switching to larger foam squares just for the sake of time and ease. These ones are a little thicker though, so I would have to measure to see if it would still fit fit in the traditional mail. So just pay attention to that. I love dimensional cards so much, but if they get too thick, you have to pay more for shipping them. So just like this, let me move my stockings down a tad because I've got the space and I want to see more of the garlands at the top. The pine boughs. So like that. Then from the glitter snowflake sheet, we've got a lot of snowflakes, and so I just want to spruce up the background with some of these snowflakes. So they're a little finicky to peel off, but slow and steady wins the race. Just start adding them onto the background, tucking them underneath. And anything that's hanging off over the edges we'll be able to trim down. There's that one. I'm going with the largest snowflakes first. Really making this background pop and be extra special. And there's this rounded one. So a few different styles of snowflake stickers. No 2 snowflakes are alike, right? Put this one under here. Tuck it right underneath. And then we'll add a few more for balance. So this one from the right side. Under the bottom left corner, just spacing our snowflakes evenly, and we'll still trim off the excess. Start trimming. So use your scissors to trim off the excess parts of the snowflake hanging off the edges. And we can even add some more. So these sparklies, we used the sparkles on one of our previous cards, the snowflake or the snow globe card. So we'll add a few more of those same shaped sparkles onto this background. I like using a trio, things in 3s, so then that helps draw your eye all around the card. And let's add one more daintier snowflake here at the top. From the sticker book, there is a page with numbers, and it's got 3 silver, not silver, but red foil stars. So we'll add those 3 stars as another way to create a visual triangle around the background. And since the background is red, these red stars create a texture, just another layer of interest and shine, some sparkle and shine for the holidays. From the puffy stickers, there are a bunch of teeny tiny stars, so we're going to tie in that star element with some stars. So a teeny green one on the green Christmas tree printed on this stocking, a lime green star in between, a red star to dot the nose of the reindeer, a green star overlapping this red stocking, and a little red star over here. So that just brings some pops of color, and I like doing things in odd numbers. That's how it is in nature, and that's how it looks good on your cards and craft projects too. On to the next. This is the base of our next card. So we'll add our die cut tag front and center and figure out the things we want to embellish it with. So it has a red bow printed on it. Let's enhance it with another larger red bow. First, we'll attach this one down with, you got it, foam squares. So I think 5 squares will keep this in place. Much easier to peel off the backings from these ones. So right at the top, I like having the red at the top to contrast with the green. And then we'll bring the scalloped stickers back in just to create a fun little border at the bottom. So from that blue snowflake piece that we still have, that will fit right underneath the bottom edge of the tag to create a fun little scalloped border. Tuck it right underneath. And then we'll pop the bow up on top. If you put a little dab of adhesive on the back of the bow center, then the bow edges can lift and bend. We can dress up the mistletoe with white enamel dots. So I haven't used too many of these yet. And you can use all 3 sizes of them. So just, you don't have to put one on every one of these white dots, but just scatter them around here and there. Dress up that mistletoe like so. And then from the sticker book, we've got the florals. I love florals so much. So we'll add one on either side of the sentiment. So seasons, greetings, with that pretty floral cluster with the white outline. So we'll balance it with another one with a white outline on the left. I want one more little floral tucked underneath the top of the bow, but the stem of the holly is in the way. Hi, Sandy. So I'm trimming off the stem. I'm gonna have to put you back down and tucking it under the bow. There we go. Now we've got 3 flower clusters around the card. To finish, I just love enamel dots. Where's the ones I've already used? So right here, we'll add 3 for our all-important visual triangle. So 1 on the top left, 1 on the middle right, and 1 at the bottom. So now that little green texture, that trio of green enamel dots helps draw your eye all around the front of this card. We've got 2 more to go. Here's the base of our 9th card. And I'm going to create a little character scene. So from the die cuts, we've got a reindeer, Santa, a blue snowman, pink snowman, and a cute little penguin on a present. First, at the bottom, I want to add a grounding border sticker again, like we've done with some of the other cards. So peel off this snowflake border, place it pretty close to the bottom edge, and then trim off the excess. So it might be easiest to open up the card and use your scissors to trim off the sides. You should still have some left over. There's three left over, which is perfect. So then let's add foam squares onto the reindeer, Santa, and the pink snowman. So we'll do a couple or a few foam squares onto these characters to create a cute little wintry wonderland scene. We'll finish it up with embellishments just to enhance the scene. Okay, so flip them over. Start with the reindeer over on the far left. Tuck Santa Claus underneath. We'll glue the blue snowman underneath the Santa layer to the right of Santa. Make sure his face is still visible. Followed by the pink cute snowman, and then we'll glue the penguin on top. Like so. Just wait for the glue to set first. Let me get in a straighter line. I'm just nudging that up a tad. Okay. Then to enhance the scene even more, bring in the mini puffy stickers. So let's have a little cardinal hanging out on the reindeer antlers. We'll give Rudolph a red nose with a red enamel dot. We'll have Santa holding a cup of hot cocoa. This snowman also holding a cup of hot cocoa. And then the penguin holding a candy cane. For the sentiment, there's this one right here that says Holly Jolly. So we can overlap that over the penguin, so it fits right into the mix. Two more little puffy stickers though. Just give the reindeer a little embellishment on his bum. And Santa always has presents, so we'll tuck a little present by his feet to complete that scene. And then I just want to do one more thing to the background, which is add a white enamel dot to the center of some of these snowflakes. So the larger the snowflake, the larger white enamel dot you can use. The medium-sized ones, you can use medium-sized enamel dots. And this just enhances the falling snowflake look. We have one card left, my friends. Here is the foundation for our last card, card 10 of 10. So let's start with a large journaling spot on the background. Adhere it down with our handy dandy foam squares, one in each quarter, one in the middle, I'll put it front and center with the holly, poinsettia sprig up at the top. Then we'll add this red foil pinked edge circle and kind of just bend up the edges a little bit for texture and dimension. Then when you add liquid glue, just put it right in the middle so the edges can bend. I'm going to do the opposite. So I have this floral sprig at the top. So here I'll have this floral sprig at the bottom. For the sentiment, there's another block of perforated sentiment. So I want this one that says celebrate. So peel that off. And that'll go right in the middle. So glue that in place. From the puffy stickers, there's a floral wreath. So put that at the top. With a candy cane from the sticker book. So the first page of the sticker book is a red foil peppermint. So not a candy cane, but a peppermint right in the middle. I could move this up so it's not hiding the sentiment so much. 1 second. Adjustments. There we go. And then we'll flank the peppermint with cute birds. So also from this page, there's a cardinal. So we'll put that one on the right and a little bluebird on the left. So this one will need some glue to hold in place. That, my friends, is all 10 cards, stress-free holiday cards that we made very quickly with just 5 supplies. I hope you are inspired and are excited to make your holiday cards for this year. Thank you so much for joining me as we learned how to create these 10 stress-free holiday themed cards in under an hour. And if you used the 5 supplies that I suggested, you'll still have lots of extras to create even more cards. So be sure to pick up the rest of my Sugarplum Wishes collection, available at your favorite online and in-person scrapbooking stores. I'm Paige Evans, and I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope to see you again really soon.